Hello, my name is Zhou Shuli and I work for Sinopec. Sinopec is a leading company in the oil and gas industry in China. And as you know, the oil and gas industry accounts for a big part of the CO2 emissions in the world. So as a part of the company, I think maybe we have the responsibility. Let's have a look at the step 1 first. By using the calculator that Andrea provided, I have calculated my carbon footprint today.
So I just finished taking my footprint assessment online, and the good news is what I found is my carbon footprint is lower than the US average and lower than the average in my city. So I think the small steps that I'm already taking are making a difference. The bad news is I learned I have a long way to go to get to the 2-ton carbon life challenge. So I know this week will be quite interesting. So the 3 areas that impact me most are my car, my home, and my food. Therefore, the 3 pledges I'm going to take for this next week to really make a difference are: 1, I'm not going to drive myself anywhere. I'm either going to carpool, take my bicycle, or walk where I need to go. 2 is around my home. So I'm agreeing to not really run any of the climate control in my house. So neither the air conditioning nor the heat. And I'm just going to live in concert with the world outside. And then lastly, my food. So for the next week, I'm going to be a vegetarian. And then additionally, I'm going to strive to eat more local foods so that the food doesn't have as far to get to me. So those are my 3 pledges, and wish me luck.
Since I travel so much, I find myself staying in hotels all the time. Whenever I can't walk to wherever I'm going, I have to take a cab. What I found, though, is that many cab companies actually have hybrid vehicles. So whenever possible, I ask for one so I can save gas and lower my impact to the environment. The other thing I'm finding is that whenever I have to rent a car, many of the major rental fleets, carry hybrids as well. And so as part of the Eco Challenge, I'm challenging myself to rent hybrid cars whenever I possibly can.
Okay, so today is a work day, and today I'm carpooling with my boss. She's already here at the gate. Oops. And we have about 30 miles to go downtown, or down to our office. So this is just part of my commitment to take another car off the road.
Okay, I got another lift home from somebody today, so I don't have to drive my car again. Alright, so I'm reducing my carbon footprint once again, because I don't have to travel in my own car.
So today I decided to ride my bike to a farmer's market. And as I drove through the streets, found a park I had never seen before, and heard a lot of dogs and people enjoying the weather. I thought about what was I missing by not driving my car. And as I drove over the freeway, I thought I'd show you what I was missing.
Well, it's the end of day 2. It's been a pretty good day, with the exception that Mariana, my wife, she had to use the car. We tried to avoid it, but we were going to she was going to take the bus with the children, with my daughter, to go to gymnastics, but it was too cold. She took the kids to school on the bikes, and when they came back on the bikes, it was working out okay, but they were going to be late and it was too cold and everything, so we had a little bit of a setback with that. So we've used the car today. Besides that, though, everything else has been good. We've stuck to our vegetarian diet. We've been very good about trying to keep all the lights off in the house. The kids have been champs with this whole thing, and they really get into it. My son has been running around turning off all the switches, the light switches. My daughter's been making sure we've been doing lots of recycling. They're really happy.
Today I would like to show how I'm trying to save energy. One thing is that the apartment when I live has a very good air, so I don't have air conditioned. I use the most as possible the natural air. I open the windows all the time, And also when I'm in the home reading or doing something, I just turn on the light that is really necessary. I think it's a very simple thing that we can do and can save a lot of energy.
My family recycles already, but the eco challenges really heighten our sense of the importance of doing it right. One of the things we do to help us is we keep a list handy in our kitchen that outlines the things that we can recycle, and we reference it regularly when we're throwing things away. And in fact, we actually recycle more material than we throw in the trash, which is a good thing.
Another good way to save energy, it's about shower. So you can do a very simple thing. It's like you go to the shower and you put the temperature on the minimum. You can't manage how this can make a difference.
The eco challenges made me think a lot more about my electric consumption at home and ways that I can minimize that. One thing that I'm looking at now and installing is these compact fluorescent lights. I'm replacing the traditional lights with these much more efficient, very bright lights. One of the drawbacks to them is that they take a while to get bright, but once they do, they're perfect.
Okay, it's day 3. I'm just back from work. I'm about to get some groceries. So the goal is to use, first of all, get vegetarian groceries, and also to go to the local get some local produce. Okay, I'm back. I've got some groceries. Just a few things. It's really frustrating trying to find some of these locally grown things because of packaging. The only things I've got right here, I've got some carrots and I've got some salad. I decided for us to try the salad. It's one of those grow your own salads.
I'm now making myself a cup of tea with the exact amount of water necessary to make my cup of tea. So I'm pouring the water from the cup into the kettle and making sure that I only use the exact amount of water, thereby reducing my carbon footprint.
There is small things that you can do in your life day by day that really can make a difference. You know, things like unplug the electronics equipment, things like use stairs to up and down, and the kind of fuel that you use in your car. That's a lot of small things that you can do, and it's very important that the people start to take conscience about that. But also that a lot of other things that it's important to do so. It is about the pattern of consumption and production that we have in our life, that we have in our countries, in our regions, and in the planet. You know, the planet can do more. The planet is in the limit, and because this is very important that the business sector, together with other sectors of the society, start to think more, just not how to be more efficient. This is very important, but also how we can change this pattern of production and consumption to be more sustainable in terms of environment, but also to be much more fair in terms of inequality and poverty that we have in the world. Because climate change is about development, climate change is about to be fair, climate change it's about we need to build a different world. So thank you for the opportunity.
We have one planet and we have one chance in our lifetimes to make the change. I have decided to live within the means of this planet. I have decided to live within 2 tons and I have decided to go solar. If I can do it in India, so can you. So will you?